before I'm going to ask the member to. That's not part of business attire, and I'll ask the member to either go out into the lobby or to take it off. The Honourable Hiki Parata.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker. O tira tēnā tātou I tēnei pō. I wanted to take the opportunity of the debate in the House to go unequivocally on record that I am absolutely in favour of a change for our flag. Moreover, I consider the process that has been comprehensively put before New Zealanders is a process that is actually modelling the principles of modern democracy. Right. We are one of the few countries in the world where a flag change has occurred, where the opportunity for New Zealanders, in our case, have the opportunity to say not only which flag they think, but get choices before a final decision is made. Many other countries have actually arbitrarily decided for their citizens what the symbols are that should represent them. But our government, with the support of Parliament, invested in an independent process that set up the opportunity for New Zealanders not only to say what they chose, but also to submit their own examples of what they think are the symbols and the colours that represent and resonate with New Zealanders today. Now, I'm proud to be in a government that values democracy so much. Of course, the Labour opposition naturally have an embedded heritage of ever finally slicing and redistributing. So the argument about whether or not there should be 2 votes rather than 1 is just slicing and dicing. We're not afraid to give the opportunity for New Zealanders to make a choice. We're not afraid of that. In the same way as the bill tonight is a responsive, please, we're talking about the flag. In the same way as tonight is responsive to the will of the people that a further flag be included. And of course, democracy does allow for fools to shout across the House, but rather than listen to the discussion. I think it's time for a change. I think that 150 years ago, when we got... Well, we don't know whether people think that or not until they have the opportunity. Tai hoa kia marama taku whakamarama kia koe. So, no, I want every New Zealander to have the opportunity to have the change, not to be shouted down by people who have a particular position. They're likely to have a variety of views.
Order. I'll ask the member to tone down those comments. Those interjections are unreasonable and unparliamentary, so you calm them down. Honourable Hiki Parata.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. That's exactly the point, that New Zealanders should have the opportunity to say what it is they do or don't want. I'm taking that opportunity as a New Zealander to say what I do want. I think that we have moved on significantly. We are a modern nation. We're small, we're smart, we're sassy. We should take the opportunity to choose the symbols that represent who we are today and looking forward into the future. We should take the opportunity to think about what those symbols are. I am in favour of the fern being included. My husband, who himself has been a professional soldier, has written extensively about the history of the symbolism of the fern in New Zealand's military history. It is on our Commonwealth graves. Last weekend I was down in Dunedin visiting my father's grave, himself a returned serviceman, and the ferns are on his plaque. My husband tells me that he did not fight for the flag. He fought for the soldiers in his platoon, and he fought for his country, and he fought for the values, the very ones that underpin the modern democracy that New Zealand is. I think this is a once-in-a-lifetime generation opportunity, and as Minister of Education, I absolutely encourage schools to be debating this. I absolutely encourage, because if one knew the New Zealand curriculum, which talks about the importance of symbol and text, which talks about our place in the world, which talks about what are the Kiwi values that distinguish us from other countries, which talks about our membership of the Commonwealth but distinguishes us as independent players ourselves. New Zealand deserves to have a flag that is resonant of who we are today and into the future. That does not mean we get amnesia about what our his and her story have been, but rather we carry them forward proudly into the future, and we take with that the symbols that we think today represent, and future generations may make a different decision. But today, now, this year and early next year, we have the opportunity to make this decision for ourselves. And by the way, it is not an either-or debate, that we either debate the other big issues that confront us or we debate the flag. We are a plural democracy. We are capable of debates on many things at once, and this is one of them. And again, in education, we deliver the national curriculum. Each school delivers it in their own particular way, but they do it in the context of identity, language and culture. And after all, isn't that what a flag is a symbol of? Our identity, language and culture, and who we are in all our colourful diversity. Wouldn't we want the panoply of flags for New Zealand's to stand out, which it does not at present? The opportunity for us to have a flag that speaks forthrightly of who we are, but more importantly, the opportunity to make a choice. Kia ora tātou.
Members, this debate has concluded. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. A party vote's been called for. I'll ask the clerk to conduct a party vote.
New Zealand National,
59 in favour.
New Zealand Labour,
32 votes in favour.
Green Party,
14 in favour.
New Zealand First,
12 votes opposed.
Maori Party,
2 in favour.
ACT New Zealand,
1 in favour.
United Future.
1 in favour.
Members, the ayes are 109, the noes are 12. The motion is agreed to.
New Zealand Flag Referendums Amendment Bill, second reading.
This bill is set down for committee stage forthwith. I declare the House in committee for consideration of the New Zealand Flag Referendums Amendment Bill.